The Middle East is on the brink. The people of the region are confronting a real danger of a devastating, full-scale conflict. Now is the time to defuse and de-escalate. Now is the time for maximum restraint. I remind all member states that the Charter of the United Nations prohibits the use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of any state, or in any other manner inconsistent with the purposes of the United Nations. Furthermore, the principle of inviolability of diplomatic and consular premises and personnel must be respected in all cases, in accordance with international law, as I stated when condemning the 1 April attack on the Iranian consulate in Damascus. Acts of reprisal involving the use of force are barred under international law.
They should respond because they have been attacked. But we are urging them as friends to think with head as well as heart, to be smart as well as tough, and to recognize Iran suffered this defeat because the attack was a failure. The world can see what a malign influence they are. And I think that the right thing to do is not to escalate. We already have 400 sanctions on Iran. We put in place a whole new sanctions regime at the end of last year, which is proving very effective. We've sanctioned the IRGC, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, in its entirety, and we'll continue to look at what further steps we can do. I think there is an opportunity, and I'm sure the Prime Minister will talk about this in his statement to the House of Commons, to try and work very closely with our partners in the G7. All these things are more effective if countries can act together. I think Britain in many ways has been at the sort of sharp end, has been the most keen on sanctions and on pressure and on turning up the heat, recognizing, as I said in the very first interview I gave as Foreign Secretary, that Iran is the malign actor in the region. But it's best if we can do these things together.
В этой связи отмечаем сигнал Тегерана о нежелании дальнейшей эскалации военных действий с Израилем. Настоятельно призываем Западный Иерусалим последовать его примеру и отказаться от практики провокационных силовых действий, акций на Ближнем Востоке, чреватых крайне опасными рисками и последствиями в масштабах всего региона и без того дестабилизированного в результате обострения палестино-израильского противостояния. Благодарю вас.
伊朗方面表示，有关军事行动系对以色列袭击伊朗驻叙利亚外交馆舍的回应，有关问题至此可视为已解决。中方呼吁有关方面最大程度保持冷静和克制，根据联合国宪章宗旨和国际法解决分歧和争端，避免紧张局势进一步升级。
It launched over 300 munitions, including more than 100 ballistic missiles and land attack cruise missiles at Israel, as well as explosive unmanned aerial vehicles. Iran's reckless actions not only posed a threat to populations in Israel, but also to other UN member states in the region, including Jordan and Iraq. The Security Council has an obligation to not let Iran's actions go unanswered. In the coming days, and in consultation with other member states, the United States will explore additional measures to hold Iran accountable here at the United Nations. More immediately, the Security Council must unequivocally condemn Iran's aggressive actions and call for Iran and its partners and proxies to cease their attacks.